some news stories for you. Before that, an update. Yesterday, Ethiopian Supreme Court ordered the release of Tamrat Nagra, Ethiopian journalist who has been in prison for around 4 months. Today, he was released. You can see a picture on your screen. Tamrat Nagra is out of prison now. Four news stories now, viewers. Firstly, we have a statement of an Orthodox church elder, an Abune Wolkait, his name. Secondly, Oromo Liberation Army is trying to take control of two strategic places in West Shava zone of Oromia region. I have been updating you about OLA's recent territorial gains in West Shava to the west of Addis Ababa, Ethiopian capital. Here OLA has made considerable gains. Now OLA is targeting two main towns which are along the main road which links Addis Ababa with Western Oromia. Thirdly, viewers, we know that a few hours ago, two human rights bodies, Amnesty International and Human Rights Watch, released a joint report about atrocities, ethnic cleansing of Tigrayans committed in Western Tigray. 3 persons have been named by the investigators of Amnesty and HRW that these 3 persons must be investigated. They should be brought to justice. They are involved in ethnic cleansing, in atrocities against Tigrayans. Who are these 3 persons? We'll have a look at the names one by one. Lastly, while HRW, Human Rights Watch, Amnesty International are calling for deployment of peacekeepers to Western Tigray, and it is calling for action against commanders, officials of Amhara region, Amhara forces. An event was held yesterday in Western Tigray, in Humera. Who were the participants? What did they say? Kalandamak Zadu was also there. We have some updates. Firstly, viewers, let's start with the statement of an Ethiopian Orthodox Church elder. His name is Abune Wolkait. He has released a statement. He spoke and he says that Ethiopian Orthodox believers are being killed and displaced, and it should stop. Secondly, he called upon the believers to stay in touch, to follow the directions of the Orthodox Church. Now, is there any systematic campaign against Orthodox Church believers in Ethiopia? I cover almost all ongoing conflicts in Ethiopia: religious, political, sectarian, ethnic. I try to have a look at all these conflicts. We have seen some clashes between Oromia security forces and Orthodox Church followers. Clashes happened during Epiphany celebrations a few months ago. Then in Addis Ababa, an Orthodox follower was killed 2 days ago in clashes. But those were clashes regarding law and order situation. Oromia security forces, they tried to control a law and order situation, and they were involved in confrontation with Ethiopian Orthodox Church believers. I personally have not seen any systematic campaign against Orthodox Church believers. I don't know why Abune Wolkait is saying that that systematically Orthodox believers are being displaced and killed. I have not seen that. If viewers have any information, please enlighten me. Since he is from Orthodox Church, he's an important figure. I think he should be careful when he makes generalizations about alleged systematic atrocities against Orthodox Church believers. Secondly, viewers, Oromo Liberation Army, we have been updating you about its recent territorial gains in West Java zone of Oromia region to the west of Addis Ababa. Now we have another update for you. Oromo Liberation Army is trying to take control of two major towns which are situated along the road which connects Ethiopian capital Addis Ababa with the western Oromia. The road passes through West Java zone of Oromia region. The two places are Ambo and Godar. Especially Godar, OLA fighters have been seen very close to Godar. Reportedly, they have taken control of a mountain just 2 to 3 kilometers away from Godar town, and fighting is being reported near Godar town. Some sources say that fighting is ongoing in Godar as well. But what we can confirm is that OLA fighters were seen just 2 kilometers away from Godar. And Godar is just 10 kilometers away from Ambo. And they have been seen in the vicinity of Ambo as well. I received some videos almost a week ago showing OLA fighters close to Ambo. Not in Ambo, close to Ambo. So Ambo and Godar are two main targets of the fighters of Oromo Liberation Army in West Java. Some OLA backed sources claimed that Ambo had come under OLA control. I have no visual confirmation so far. What I have been able to confirm is that OLA is trying to take control of both Ambo and Godar. If these two places fall, it would be the most significant territorial gain by Oromo Liberation Army in West Java zone of Oromia region. Thirdly, viewers, a few hours ago, two human rights bodies, Amnesty International and Human Rights Watch, released a joint investigative inquiry report into ethnic cleansing of Tigrayans committed at the hands of Amhara security forces, Amhara militias, Amhara government officials since Amhara forces took control of this area in November 2020. Now, the report mentions three names, that these three individuals are involved in ethnic cleansing of Tigrayans and they must be investigated and prosecuted. Who are the three individuals? Firstly, Colonel Damake Zaidu report mentions his name. It is said that Damake Zaidu, we know that he is now serving as deputy administrator of Humera Wolkait. He is head of security as well. And he was a leading member of Wolkait Identity Committee. He struggled for years to make Wolkait part of Gondar, part of Amhara region. His role has been established by this investigation. HRW Amnesty say that Damake Zaidu was commanding Amhara Regional Force, Amhara Special Force, and Fano militia members in these areas, Humera Wolkait. And he was involved in taking out rallies, in organizing rallies, meetings in Humera. He was coordinating with Eritrean forces as well. He was seen at some detention centers too. So he was leading the entire campaign which was happening in Western Tigray. Second person is Commander Sheleka. His name is Dejine Maro. He is the commander of the 2nd Battalion of Amhara Special Force, Ghafad Brigade. 2nd Battalion of Amhara Special Force, Ghafad Brigade. He is the head of this brigade. And he was involved in military offensive on Edi Goshu town. In that offensive, Tigrayans were expelled from the town. And the report says that several dozen were killed extrajudicially in Edi Goshu town on the bank of Takeze River. He held several meetings there. He told to the people that there was no more Tigray or Tigrayans in the area, and entire area is part of Amhara region. So he is said to be involved in atrocities against Tigrayans too. And he is a close associate of Damak Zadu for years. Even before the start of this war, they were close associates. Damak Zadu also served in Ethiopian military. And Shalaga is serving in Amhara Special Forces. Lastly, third person named by the report is an intelligence officer. His name is Bele Yaleo. He is an intelligence officer. What was his role? The report says that he was involved in identifying Tigrayans, in identifying where Tigrayans live, and he was providing intelligence to forces, Amhara security forces. He was providing secret information by visiting the areas, by visiting detention centers as well. So 3 persons have been named, Damak Zedu, Dajine Maru and Bele Ayalo, that the government must investigate them and hold them accountable for their role. Will the government arrest them? Will the government suspend them? Before arresting, first step is suspending. Will the government suspend these 3 persons or not? Well, we don't know about future, but just yesterday, Damak Zedu was in Humera. You can see a picture on your screen. In Humera, an event was organized, a program. I informed in 2 previous videos about this program, which was due to be held in Humera, in Wolkait. And here, Damak Zedu delivered a speech. The program was attended by Humera mayor as well. His name is Noor Siraj, and some residents of the area and some outsiders as well who traveled to Humera Wolkait. They were also part of the meeting of this program. Speeches were delivered. It was said that the area is part of Amhara, and Tigray forces are making preparations for another attack on this area, Humera Wolkait. So you see that Damak Zedu is still in charge of the area, and he is being accused of having committed atrocities, grave atrocities against Tigrayans. Will the government take action? That remains to be seen. We'll update you in coming videos. Thank you for watching.